Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday check-in. Today we are going to do what's your challenge, what's your strength, and what is the energy that is most helpful for you to embody right now. And we are starting with oracle decks. We're starting with the wild unknown animal spirit for what's your challenge. Cool box, yeah. Woo. We're using a deck I've never used before, the Oracle of the Hecadian Path, for the strength and for the energy the universe wants you to embody. We're going to do the Mystique of Magdalene. And we will be using tarot in here as well. Oh, my box fell. Hold on. The sun and moon box fell. All right, let's get it started. Challenge. Strength. Secrets on the bottom. And the energy most helpful for you to embody right now. What are you sticking? Ask questions. And Yeshua is on the bottom. The power is within you. Okay. Okay. I think we got more than one. Yeah. I'm trying. Are we going to pull tarot first? Still not clear. No. These are upside down. Okay. For your challenge on the bottom, fox. And what came out is elk. For your strength on the bottom is Erotokia, bearer of love, desires. This is for your strength. It feels like when you know what you want and there's nothing stopping you. Like when you're plugged into the one, poo. Is that like this cardigan is 20 years old. Just about. I had a whole bunch of them and I gave them away. I wish I kept them because I wear this all the time. Your strength is number 39, Temple at Legina. Sacredness. Wow. So This is your strengths. Challenge, strengths. And the energy the universe wants you to embody that would be the most helpful is Jesus. And under Jesus is Mary Magdalene. Oh my God. It's what it feels like. Although these readings have been like about a union, it's been building up for a long time. The Shekinah and holding the seeds, divine destiny and fertility is the energy that the universe wants you to embody. It's pretty, huh? Let's put Jesus in there. It feels like the end goal is the blooming, the fertilizing and the blooming. It has to do with a union, but I'm not sure how, but there's Jesus, so. My hesitation is because I'm doing this kind of backward, but I'm going to pull out Major Arcana for the energy. The Devil sideways. Going into the reverse. Overcoming a pattern. Controlling the pattern instead of the pattern controlling you. Strengthen the world. What is the pattern? The pattern is the devil again. I was looking at the challenge, right? The devil again, sideways in the same way. You saw it, right? Okay, so, okay. Is it ignoring your like ancient whisperings? It's kind of what I'm hearing. We're gonna look up the Five of Pentacles is on the bottom. So it's identifying as an outcast, as not enough, as broken, like it's taking a diagnosis or a condition or a belief and applying it to yourself as an identity and putting it on like it can't leave and like there's no way above, around it, or to arise over it. And that's not true. You might have a new normal. There might be things different, but it doesn't have control over every aspect of you, whatever it is. That's it generally. So let's look. Stable, resilient, headstrong, the Father. We have the Father over here as challenge and holding the seeds fertility as the energy to embody. Pretentious, high and mighty. That ego. The challenge is to get out of your ego. The pattern is to deflect. The challenge is to show up as strong when really it's your ego. There's nothing strong about it. The strength would be to show up in your vulnerability. What is the strength? Sacredness, right? So it could also be identifying too much with the human side, which is keeping you in your ego, instead of letting that go and letting the divine source come in and treating yourself with kindness. It says for the elk to bring it into balance, eat and drink more consciously. I could talk about how your coping mechanisms are. You maybe have a pattern of using food when you feel out of control and consuming things that maybe aren't good for you, or into like higher quantities than you're actually like have space in your stomach for, you know what I mean? It's using food as medicine in a way that doesn't medicate. It could be restricting too. But it could be none of those things, and it could just be like, it's really important for everybody who this is resonating with to make sure that the food and drink you're putting in your body is nourishing and is medicinal, is helping you. That doesn't mean exclude pleasure foods, but make sure the balance is there. It's a my way or the highway is what keeps going. And then that life is a highway, I want to ride it all night long. That's coming into, you're going my way. Why are these not in alphabetical order? I want to look at the fox. Sneaky, unsure of their identity, and the elk is all about your identity, and the fox is in the challenge is sneaky and unsure of identity. The challenge is to not lose your integrity right now and to not lose your humility. The challenge is to not have it be all focused on you, but what did you contribute and the greater good. And it's a pattern. But the universe is being cute, and they want you to make this into a pattern that works for you when we get down to the end over there. So let's look at the strength. The strength. Desires. Ooh, I just got, oh, and underneath it, hold on. Like, are these pole dancers? No. Companionship and desires. Okay, fire time. The strength is not pulling away. The strength is coming together with support, is to letting your, the thing that's getting you heated up in the good way, to go through with it. Go through with it. Go through with it. If you're rooted, go through with it. If the desire has roots and they're in healthy soil, go through with it. If your fear is stopping you, your ego is stopping you. Over here, it's ego. So what's the fear underneath that? What a good question. What's the fear underneath this ego? Let's pull from the sun and the moon. What's the fear underneath the ego over here. This is like, I don't know, how manyth time. If you're not on my Patreon, you go over there. Well, you can buy them individually, but if this really resonates, the star in reverse has come up in so many readings across both channels. The fear is it being easy? Is things being right? Maybe that they won't stay, or you'll fuck it up. Something. Let's see what's on the bottom. The star, which is Aquarius. We have Capricorn and Aquarius so far. The Prince of Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo. It's about, the fear is about abandonment or boredom. Fear will have no place if your roots are steady planted. Fear might come up for you as boredom and triggers and stuff because it's really your ego and there's something requiring you to be vulnerable in the moment and you're bypassing it. Okay, over here to the strength. Sacredness. Desires and sacredness. It's like temperance, right? It's keeping it holy. It's being attracted to something so strongly and feeling good about it and combating some kind of fear that it's dirty or tainted or you can't trust it. You can trust it if you're in alignment. You can trust it. If there's alignment to it, you can trust it. Breathe into the alignment and expand it. Give the alignment a color, what it feels like in your body and where. You want it all the way, right? Root, which is your pelvic floor, your pubic bone, everything there, to crown. Give it a color. Give it a feeling. Give it is it vibey? Is it tingly? Does it have a sound? And make the color expand so it takes up the space. So if you find your alignment there, it's a tiny bit, like maybe down here somewhere, it's still there. Plug into that and expand it. Don't worry about just make it bigger. Breathe into it. Be present with it. And let it expand. You can trust it, okay? Maybe you're unsure if your desire is gonna flicker. If you stay in alignment, it's not gonna flicker. The levels to it will go ebb and flow, but it's not gonna go away. It won't fade. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I mean? I don't know. That just is coming in my head. Let's pull a tarot on it. Tarot for the energy of the Five of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. The Five of Swords is winning a battle at all costs. It's ego, again. It's ego winning, and it's being mean. So to have this come up in the strength, it's a reminder. I'm looking at the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles underneath it. And it's all about, because that's what I'm hearing. It's about growing yourself and strengthening your roots and your ability and yourself. There's something about yourself you doubt. That you're not good enough, but it's more like you can't be trusted or something like that. It's that kind of a thing. And it's untrue. It's not true. Everybody has moments of things, of mistakes and stuff. But this reading is saying your ego is blocking all of this and making you have a distorted view on yourself and the situation. But you know that. You already know that. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing outside of you, like the effect, but you're not fully accepting what you're doing to yourself. And people are only as safe with you as you are with yourself. And maybe you know that. And you're worried about, there's fear here about you being a safe place, but you're coming up as the elk and sacredness. And Jesus showed up. You feel me? So you are a really powerful, spiritual, beautiful, strong, fierce protector, and high integrity, dependable, reliable energy. You have a good balance between Earth, the elk, and Jesus. Come on. Ancestors. You have you have the knowledge of all time in you. It sounds like you're being challenged with, there's a crossroads, and you have an opportunity to really step into your full divine self as a human and show up. So you're going to have to let things go, like vices, and crack open part of yourself. And the thing is, this wouldn't be showing up if you didn't have people or places or whatever around you that were able to hold you safely. You know what I mean? You about to lose something is what just came in my head. And then Taylor Swift, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you. No. Cornelia Street. That's the song. A lot of songs today. Okay. I'm going to just look at this bookie book. How do you evoke the sacred in the real world to honor the goddess? Your body is a living, breathing temple to Hecate. Hecate? I don't know how to say that name. And how you treat it and look after it will reflect how you feel on multiple levels. How we treat our bodies will start to help us recognize how we can bring the sacred into our everyday being, stand in the sacred temple, and worship. And the other one talked about food too, right? In this different deck. So food, body, nourishment, that's part of it. It's cutting out the bullshit that is stopping you from really being a vessel for the sacred light. The Tower and the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, that's reading as moving so slow it fell apart. The foundation crumbled because the action wasn't taken fast enough, and now there's a woe is me. And there's a, maybe the brattiness to the fight. It's happening in your head, though. That's what it feels like. I want to pull a major arcana for this strength. What is the energy overall for the collective to embody for the sacredness in this Five of Swords and desires? What is the Chariot? Yeah, the Hangman, the Emperor. You could say the Alchemy. It's ego, wider perspective, taking a pause and a breath, humility, humbleness, right? And the Chariot can only be commandeered by an emperor or an empress. The Chariot is also Cancer. Is your light and your dark, your light and your shadow coming together with you, like in a bear hug, like you're hugging, it's a group hug with them. You can name everything in the light, you can name it in the shadow, and you know how to integrate it and hold it. You're not denying it, you're not deflecting or fighting it. You're making harmonious peace with it, and then you are jumping a timeline. And the thing is really this, like, you have to win at any cost. Whatever that feels, however that's settling for you. A battle that didn't need to be fought. An unnecessary, really annoying, draining, verbal sparring happened. Somebody needed to be right. Yeah. It goes with this Patreon reading of, like, you have the choice to stay small or to expand, right? Okay. Over here to the energy the universe wants you to be in. We're going to look up the homeboy, Yeshua, the power is within you. Reverence for life and the power of love will activate the divine blueprint within you, making you capable of working wonders. Got to put that ego down. Mary Magdalene was, I'm going to read this, was Yeshua's most beloved disciple. He gave her secret teachings of the great mysteries at night. You know how he gave those to her at night? That's true, though. Sometimes they walked arm in arm and danced joyfully together. She would keep vigil for him out in the wilderness to ensure he was not disturbed when he meditated and rose into other realms to commune with high-frequency beings. An intrusion would break the energy field, so she held space for him. This is the job of divine counterparts, but it's also the job of an emperor for an empress, because the empress is kind of like Jesus in this case, the great creatrix, and needs the space around them to be held down so they have space to create. And maybe you have that empress energy in your life, or it's your own that you're developing, however it resonates for you. Where do you fall? Are you the great protector and preserver in this? Does it go back and forth? Or are you the great creatrix? What parts, you know? Yeshua taught men and women in a spiritual partnership with Mary Magdalene. Couples therapy. So true, though. Together they initiated people and performed many wonders as they emanated the divine blueprint of their equal partnership. The blueprint is not visible, but expressed through a holographic template that is accessible to everyone. It already exists within you. That is why Yeshua said you could do these things and more, because the kingdom of God is within your midst. Enter into a partnership of equals, soul to soul. Emotional awareness is essential. That's really good. I'm glad I read this, because that's what's missing from here, from the ego and the ego fighting, right? It's emotional awareness, grounded emotional awareness. Maybe I'll call this that. I never remember them. We're not done the reading yet. So many other things are going to take up the space in my brain. When you are authentically empowered, you will not be satisfied with less, because you know it will stifle your growth. Partners should celebrate their abilities and enhance each other's evolution as spiritual beings. That is true love. Mic drop. Yeah, son. Okay, yeah. Gangsters for love. How do they do, like this, right? Isn't this it? I don't know. I'm not young or cool. Okay, the Shekinah and holding the seeds. It feels like esoteric knowledge as an elixir, like through your, like as code in your body, opening up like an elixir, like cleansing, and then integrating it, like how you show up as it. You know what I mean? It's like you pull it all in, and it's like going through your whole insides, every cell, every part of your bone, skin, organs, every part of it, up and down, right? And then it's coming out into how you show up. Like it's like a costume from the inside out. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know. Divine destiny. Infuse spirit into all you create. Everything you do, no matter how small, is a conscious act that can be charged by positive intentions. Your affirmative actions will keep you on a positive timeline. The Shekinah is the primordial creatrix. She is sometimes called the bride of God, the world soul, and the eternal light of wisdom, Sophia. Mary Magdalene and Yeshua would know her as the Shekinah. She brings the thoughts of God into manifestation as a vehicle of creation. The Mother, Father, God was the source of the iconic bride and bridegroom represented on the earth plane as Mary Magdalene and Yeshua. I wasn't just being cheeky. It is the divine feminine and masculine counterparts. The Zohar, a foundation of Jewish mysticism, also known as the Book of Splendor, refers to the angels being born from the Shekinah. The Thunder Perfect Mind is a poem from the manuscripts of Nag Hammadi, the Gnostic Gospels. This is hitting home for me in so many ways. It's insane. And anybody who was watching this who really knows me well, you're probably cackling and giggling at it because you know it too. Because it's hilarious. What a funny time for an alarm I forgot I had set to go off about iron pills. I need to start taking iron pills, and they're not at the right time. I have to figure it out. It's complicated. Iron pills are complicated. Okay. She is portrayed, as the highest dimensional being, the breath of the living God, creating the fundamental manifestation of human existence and spirituality. Remember, you are a divine thought of the Father and have been given the breath of life by the Mother to become a living being with a divine destiny. Your destiny is not a fixed mark. You can arrive by many pathways according to the choices you make. So you're all connected to this energy, whether it's you or it's someone in your field. Okay, and that's going to be different for everybody who watches it. But even if it's somebody in your field, they're a reflection of you. The elk and the Shekinah. The communion hasn't been made yet. That's what this reading and all the readings previous are showing. There's like this devil. Remember this cute little devil that came out in the beginning? The pattern. Let's see what holding the seeds is. The time is ripe and the ground is fertile for your project. Whether it is creating or designing a new life or starting a new venture, the time is now. You got the great creatrix and the seed. The time is now. Maybe the pattern is saying, and over here, you moved so slow, you stopped it. And the pattern is here saying, we got to pull a card on this. Because is it going to be like the Fool or something? The pattern is saying, it's time, move now. The fucking star at the bottom and the Emperor in the reverse. The Emperor was on the bottom before. Ego down. Ego down. Ego down. The star is right there. The star is right there. And the Lovers. Ego down. Ego down. I don't know. I might call it that. Ego down. That's why you're like, ego down, ego down. Like, your guides are all cheering you on. They're like, come on, come on. The time is now. Do it now. There's no more time. This has a timeline. This is a timeline according to the universe, because it does. Because there's a timeline, it's moving on. And if you don't get on it, you're going to be on a different one, and it's not going to be bad because it's what you need, but it's going to be rougher than if you went up forward. There's something beautiful right here, right there. I was just talking about pomegranates yesterday. Mary Magdalene is, I don't know why I keep saying it like that, Magdalene instead of Magdalene, is holding the holy fruit. She is with child, and although she must conceal it for the moment, the baby is burgeoning and growing daily. Her innermost smile is glowing with the secret that dwells within her, and her heart is full. The pomegranate is a universal symbol of fertility. Because of its many seeds, it was thought to represent the vitality of man. That's so funny. I didn't even know that. But every time I eat a pomegranate, I feel like I'm doing the best thing I could possibly do for my vagina. Every time. Every time. I don't know why, but now I guess I do know why. It also symbolizes eternity and the indissolubility of marriage. It is said King Solomon designed his crown on the pomegranate's serrated crown-like flower bud. He also decorated the walls of his temple in Jerusalem with its image. In many ancient writings, the pomegranate was considered a holy fruit found in the Garden of Paradise. I just had a whole vision in my head. It is possible that the fruit of knowledge was not an apple, but a red pomegranate. As a symbol of immortality throughout the ancient world, Mary Magdalene would have known the significance of this fruit. Egypt's Ebers papyrus dates to around 1500 BCE, and it's one of the oldest medical texts. It lists the healing properties of the pomegranate. I have to go get a pomegranate. I need one. It came up yesterday, and it's coming up again, and it was health related yesterday, and it's health related in here too. So I hear you, universe. And for anyone else, go get a pomegranate. Maybe you're gonna show up with a pomegranate. That was like the vision I had in my head of like instead of flowers, you show up to someone's house with a pomegranate. Okay. Its health benefits are recognized by modern science and attributed to high levels of phytochemicals, the naturally occurring medicine of the plant kingdom. It was one of the first fruits cultivated in the Middle East. Whether creating or designing a new life or a new venture, it is time for you to get started. Don't let this moment pass you by, but keep the ideas secret until you are ready to birth it into the world. So it's interesting. You need to take the moment, you need to seize the moment, right? You need to take the action and trust that it is deeply rooted in the right intentions, and it's not going to fade. If you get scared in there, you're going to have the tools and the resources to address that instead of fucking it all up. That's what it is. That's what it's saying. This is divinely blessed. We have Jesus and Mary Magdalene. You feel me? And the Emperor coming up and the star. It's like it couldn't be the universe yelling at you any clearer to fucking get off your ass, do the things, see yourself as sacred, let yourself be humble and vulnerable, and there's strength in that, and fucking go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Get her done. Go get it. Go get it. Because this bitch over here, this evolved Magdalene, is gonna leave. She's blooming no matter what. So, you're gonna make it easier or harder on yourself? I always have wedding, attraction. Okay. Communion. Let's do chakra cards. My little YouTube friends and my Patreon friends who are watching this. Sacral. Peach Moonstone. Fertility. Let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. It's time. You're not birthing babies, you're birthing legacies. That's a lyric of mine. Chakra balance, balance. Embrace the balance between earth and spirit. Clear quartz, rose quartz, hematite. Peach Moonstone, bitches. Go get some peach moonstone. Okay. I hope that this was helpful. Oh, I just heard are we going to do... Okay, we are. We will. We'll do it. What will the energy be if the collective whose ego is showing up big stays big? And what will the energy outcome be if it's tempered and they stay in the light? So the shadow energy, what will that be? The Hangman, sideways, little bit like diagonal, but going into the upright. A pause, because you need to gather more resources and look at things bigger and drop the ego, right? So if it goes into the light, what will it be? The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. Sideways, though, very, very sideways, going into the reverse in the light. Well, it's dimension shifting, timeline. It's not really timeline jumping, but it's how people say timeline jumpings, but they really mean shifting frequencies, I think. I'm gonna pull another one. What's the bottom? The World. But why sideways? So it's paused. Why? Why is it paused if it stays in the light? Why is that paused? The Tower. Because there's still things to be revealed, and it needs to be done in a tempered, measured way. The Empress. I'm missing something. The Empress and the World is underneath that. The Star. There's something I'm missing. Let's try this. Energy Oracle cards. I can feel it. What am I missing over here with this Wheel of Fortune sideways and as staying in the light? What is to add to this? The Thinking Man. stability. And the thinking woman in the reverse. Oh, an indecision. Okay, I get it. I just got it. I got it. The feminine energy is going to pull its energy back. We got a divine counterparts here, the thinking man and the thinking woman, which you could say are Libra and Aquarius, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Let's see. Okay, what I'm hearing for the energy, if it stays in alignment in the light, is like a gathering of resources, a still developing sense of trust. It's not fully integrated. You're still in the process of integrating all of the lessons, all of the knowledge, and integrating it into you and showing up as everything together as your sacred self in your human body. Learning to trust is what I keep hearing in my head. I'm going to pull one more over here. I can't help it. There's just feels like something, one last overall for the whole guidance. This is really stumping me. Because I think there's another meaning that I just haven't said yet. And there's like a small group of people who it's really going to be strong for. Okay. And I need to say it. Okay. What is this energy overall? If this collective stays in the light and combines and integrates, what is the overall energy and guidance? Messages, Hermes, and Demeter, loss. This is just like raising power. It's on the bottom. Grief and loss are a necessary part of life's experience. These raw emotions can stunt us in our advancement. We learn humble truths that lead to a renewal. Ride out the barren times and watch for the first signs of improvement. Loss and messages. Flitting between the realms, that's like the wheel. Hermes bears you a message, and regardless of who this is from, it will be relevant. He may even be able to relay your message to the different realms. Don't make promises you can't keep. Clear in our communication with both the goddess and those around us. Okay, so for some of you, you're going to get a message, and it might be something you didn't want to hear. There's a message coming across. It's clear and it's loud, and even in its quietness. And it is something that if you don't address from an origin of sacredness, it's going to knock you off the wheel. It's going to slow it down a little, but it can knock you off the wheel, and you don't want that to happen. Find the win-win in it, okay? That's for some. Overall, it's that loss turns into a gain. Is that sometimes losing things isn't a loss to us. It's a gain because we can expand. It was holding us down. It was taking us in the direction we weren't meant to be. So for some of us, the lesson has already been learned. For some of us, they're deciding to not let it all slip by and take the action. So it could either be, for some of you, it will be you need to take the action to right a wrong or fix something, right? Or something, bring something together. And for others, the action that needs to be taken is moving on from the decision that has happened. Finally, that feels resolved. That was challenging. Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for hanging out. And remember that I have a Patreon. It's $10 a month. It's 2 readings a week, 2, 4, 6, 8 readings a month over there for $10 a month. Or you can buy them individually for $10. iOS puts a fee on there, so I think it's like $14 for whoever that's relevant for. But I'm trying to hit 333 paying members over there right now because that is my only income, and I get $55.99 a month from that. That's my income. I can't. That is true. My right now I have family helping me with my mortgage and my bills and just those basics. No food, no other, you know what I mean? But that stuff. So I'm really trying to build up my Patreon. And once I get to 2,500 paying $10 a monthers, it'll go down to $5 for everybody. But it's $10 a month for 8 readings over there. And you can buy them individually or as a member and get access to everything. Okay. I will see you all back on Friday. Unless I see you before then, because who knows? Unless I see you on Patreon. Okay. Ciao, ciao. Bye for now.